Before a single frame of Dhurandhar, the revenge unfolds, you need to understand what came before and why Aditya Dhar's ambition demanded nearly 8 hours of screen time to tell this story. Dhurandhar, The Revenge is a 2026 Indian Hindi language spy action thriller film. It is the sequel to the 2025 film Dhurandhar and the final installment of the duology. So who is Jaskirat Singh Rangi? Before he was Hamza Ali Mazari, before Liari, before The Diary, before he became a ghost in Pakistan's underworld, he was a boy from Pathankot with a family and a future. In 2000, Hamza, then known as Jaskirat Singh Rangi, leaves his hometown of Pathankot to undergo military training. During his absence, a violent land dispute involving local MLA Sukhvinder Singh leads to brutal attacks on his family. His father is killed, his elder sister is gang raped and murdered, and his younger sister Jaslin is abducted. Upon returning, Jaskirat seeks help from his friend Gurbaz Pinda Singh. Pinda takes him to Atif Ahmed, a politician and gangster in Uttar Pradesh. Jaskirat buys arms from Atif and attacks Sukhwinder Singh and his family, killing all 12 men. He rescues his sister Jaslin, who was being abused and held captive. He is arrested, sentenced to death. Before his execution, he entrusts Jaslin's future to Gurbaz. In 2002, Jaskirat is abducted during a prison transfer and brought before intelligence officials Sushant Bansal and Ajay Sanyal. By 2004, he is recruited into a covert program given the new identity of Hamza Ali Mazari and deployed to Kabul, where he severs ties with his past and operates under handler Mohammed Alam. The Revenge picks up directly from where the first film left off. Rehman Dakait is dead. With Rehman eliminated, Hamza has taken over Liari and grown close to Bud Sahab, the mastermind behind terrorist activities against India. In Liari, the volatile, gun-drenched enclave of Karachi that has historically operated as a state within a state, Hamza is now the most powerful man in the room. He commands loyalty through a carefully maintained performance of authenticity. His alias is so thoroughly inhabited that the city does not question it. Even those closest to him see only Hamza. The film's first major chapter focuses on the consolidation of this power. Hamza manipulates Uzair Balok into targeting Arshad Papu. With the help of his father-in-law Jamil Jamali, they track him down. Jamil hands Arshad over to Uzair, who publicly beheads him in the Liari marketplace, making a spectacle of it. Hamza secretly leaks a video of Uzair desecrating the body, damaging his reputation. This is Hamza's genius and his horror held simultaneously. He is not simply executing a mission. He is engineering the political landscape of an entire city, playing factions against each other with the precision of a grandmaster and accepting the human cost of each move as an operational necessity. The film establishes Major Iqbal, the ISI chief, as the looming antagonist waiting in the wings, a man of institutional authority and personal cruelty who has already tortured Indian spies to death and who views Hamza's rise with increasingly cold suspicion. The film's most anticipated revelation arrives when Hamza finally meets Baid Sahab, the shadowy terrorist architect whose network has been the franchise's lurking end boss since the beginning. Baid Sahab is revealed to be Dawood Ibrahim, the terrorist behind the Mumbai 1993 train blasts. Now terminally ill and on life support, Dawood suggests they sell drugs to India, which could be sold at a higher price, with the profits used to fund and train terrorists who will be sent to India. The plan involves circulating fake currency in India using notes printed by the Kanani brothers through Atif Ahmed, expanding the drug trade into India to fund terrorism. Hamza passes this information to Mohammed Alam for Ajay Sanyal. This intelligence reaches India at the highest levels. Ajay Sanyal suggests the Greenleaf program to the Prime Minister of India. The PM of India announces the demonetization of existing Indian currency, which helps thwart Dawood's plans. The operation was always going to have a cost. The question was only how and when it would be extracted. While picking up Indian dealers, Hamza meets his old friend Pinda, who places a massive drug order worth Rs 12 crore. Hamza tries to calm Pinda, who is heavily under the influence of drugs. Pinda hallucinates and attacks him. During the fight, Pinda dies. Gurbaz, Pinda, the man who helped Jaskirat avenge his family, the last human connection to his original life, He dies at Hamza's hands not out of malice, but out of the chaotic logic of a life lived entirely in the gray. There is no clean explanation. There is only the consequence. Mohammed Alam arrives and asks Hamza to leave while he takes the blame. Hamza kills Alam both for betrayal and to spare him torture at Major Iqbal's hands. Two men who shaped Hamza's existence in Pakistan, gone in quick succession. The film is not subtle about what this represents, the erosion of every relationship that tethered Jaskirat Singh Rangi to his humanity. The most intimate and emotionally precise sequence of the film arrives when Yalina, Hamza's Pakistani wife and the woman who has built a life alongside this man she believes she knows, discovers the diary. Yalina overhears SP Chowdhury assigning Omar Haider to investigate Alam's tea shop and discovers Hamza's diary, learning he is an Indian spy. When confronted, Hamza explains he is targeting terrorists, not innocent people of Pakistan. Yalina warns him about SP Chowdhury and asks him to protect their son. Yalina's response is the film's most complex human moment. She does not turn him in, she does not collapse into hysteria. She asks him to protect their son. In that one sentence, she acknowledges everything. The lie their marriage was built on, the truth of what he has been doing, and the impossible position she now occupies, and chooses the child over the principle. Hamza saves Uzair from an assassination attempt by SP Chowdhury and later has Chowdhury killed using a suicide bomber. The new SP Omar Haider learns that Hamza is a spy and informs Major Iqbal. The net is closing. Hamza, operating now with the controlled desperation of a man who knows the endgame is approaching, makes his final operational move. Hamza goes to Balochistan to purchase ammunition for Major Iqbal and strikes a deal with the Balochi leader, Shirani. With Shirani's help, Hamza hides bombs inside the boxes containing the guns. He orders Rizwan to detonate the bombs, which allows him to escape Iqbal's attack. The Balochistan sequence is operatically staged. Hamza using the fractured landscape of Pakistan's own internal conflicts as both resource and cover. The film's final confrontation has been building for nearly 4 hours. Everything, the dead father in Pathankot, the murdered sister, the constructed identity, the years of psychological erosion, the men killed to maintain the cover, converges in a final showdown that the film refuses to make cathartic. Hamza goes to Muridke to confront Major Iqbal. He teams up with Balak fighters to destroy a terrorist camp. Hamza kills Major Iqbal by chopping off his legs and drowning him inside a kerosene tanker, which he sets on fire. It is a death designed to register viscerally, brutal, deliberate, and deeply personal. Iqbal is not simply an operational target. He is the embodiment of every institutional force that has made Hamza's mission possible and simultaneously extracted the highest personal cost. The manner of his killing is the film's most explicit statement about what decades of living inside violence does to a man. Hamza is arrested by SP Omar and is tortured for intel by ISI head General Shamshed Khan. Yalina warns her father Jamil about Hamza's arrest, who informs Ajay Sanyal in India. As it turns out, Jamil has been working as a spy in Pakistan for the last 45 years. Ajay blackmails Shamshed into releasing Hamza by threatening to expose a video of him striking a deal with Israel, Pakistan's enemy. The reveal that Jamil, Hamza's own father-in-law, has been an Indian operative for nearly half a century is the film's most elegantly planted twist. Hamza walks free. Operation Dhurandhar has, in its core objectives, succeeded. The terror network has been dismantled, the fake currency scheme is thwarted, Baid Sahab's infrastructure is in ruins, and Hamza is alive. But the film refuses to let this read as a victory in any straightforward sense. The ending underscores Hamza's inner conflict. Even after completing significant parts of his mission, his journey as a covert agent seems far from over. The film cuts to reflective imagery and unresolved threads rather than a clear resolution on his future. After a grueling chess match through Liari's underworld, Hamza executes Phase 2 of Operation Dhurandhar. He completes the mission but completely surrenders his sanity and his former identity, officially becoming a permanent, hollowed-out weapon of the state. The most interesting thing about Dhurandhar, the revenge, is the thing it achieves almost despite itself. Beneath the geopolitical spectacle and the patriotic grandstanding, there is a film about identity dissolution so thorough it borders on tragedy. Jaskirat Singh Rangi went to Pakistan on behalf of India and never came back. Not because he died, but because the man who went ceased to exist piece by piece, relationship by relationship, until what remained was only the mission. The film makes it brutally clear that the psychological toll of Operation Dhurandhar has permanently erased his humanity, leaving behind only the operative. Hamza survives the physical confrontation with Major Iqbal, but his original identity as Jaskirat is metaphorically dead.